Welcome to the You're Kidding podcast.
Bro, you know how I mentioned hookahs earlier?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this one time I was out with a couple friends and we were trying to get those little cubes started again because they ran out
The
of
Coles?
Yeah, the coals. I they were like dying out. I don't know why.
Okay.
So like I end up like blowing on them hard and it just like sprays the
Stop
ashes
it right
everywhere.
now. Okay, here's what not to do while smoking hookah with your friends.
Definitely don't point that thing up and blow into someone's face by accident.
Definitely have a lot of stories.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but there's just things that I've noticed when going out with friends or whatever, just people that smoke hookah. So
Do you have any
I'm trying. Oh, well, okay. I was going to start by saying the biggest pet peeve I have is when we're in Glendale, right? Or Burbank, which is where usually the the hookah spots are, hookah lounges, whatever. And I'll see like, like whatever. They look tough. Like they're these just like dudes, whatever, sitting with their friends, chilling.
Yeah.
And the flavor of hookah that they are smoking does not match the brand of what they look like, and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
How they present themselves, like those Sex on the Beach flavors,
Or like something like Tinkerbell, Fairy Dust,
mint.
Hufflepuff. I don't know, some like weirdness. And
I know what you're talking about.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
It's like okay, just go for something classic, like smoke a lemon mint or a cane mint, whatever. Don't go for like some like crazy, I don't know what.
extravaganza.
Yeah, like what void are you trying to fill? You're already smoking, like it's bad. But what is
I mean,
me just judging.
I mean, like, I just generally don't do hookah that much, so I don't know. I've only known like the basic flavors.
Yeah.
And of those, like, I don't like mint.
Sorry, just for verbiage. You don't do hookah, you smoke hookah.
No, you do it because it's an activity you engage in among
Oh,
friends.
correct. You are 100% right, my friend. No, because I was thinking of like drugs. You do drugs.
Oh yeah, no,
right?
no. I mean, like, it's an activity that you
Yeah.
engage in.
Right.
Just trying to
And
make
once in a while, it's not a big deal.
Oh, once in a while, you can also go cliff diving. It's not a big deal either.
Well, hold on, because the risk factor of those two things is completely different.
Are you sure?
I mean, okay, one does have long-lasting effects, right?
And the other one is immediate. You either die or you have a really fun time.
Okay, so I would rather drag it out. It's a different story if cliff diving. Oh my god. What else was I gonna say? Okay, another thing of hookah etiquette or hookah smoking etiquette, right? When you're sitting with a group of friends or whatever, and you guys are smoking your, it's a sesh, as they say. Don't hog the fucking pin. Like, don't just be smoking it for over 10 minutes is even the max. You should not have been smoking for over 10 minutes. That's just like a basic rule, I think. What do you think about that? You have no opinion. You're like, I don't care.
I mean, to me, it's like I'll smoke it until I'm like satisfied, which isn't even that long for me. It's probably like
Yeah.
maybe a minute or two at max. So I've never run into the issue of. I mean, the one issue that I have is like people will like take the thing, they won't like smoke it, they'll just hold it.
Hold it.
And it's like, okay, bro, like if you're not gonna smoke it, at least just pass it on. Like
Dude,
don't just hold it because
it's
then you're
not
just ruining it.
Exactly. It's not an accessory.
No, it's not.
It's not.
You're not holding a Rolex. Just pass it on. It's not that valuable. You're just deteriorating the product
Yeah.
at that point.
Pretty much.
Especially because then it's like they'll hold it and then it'll take like one puff and be like, oh, it's ruined. It's like, yeah, no shit. You were just holding it.
You've been sitting, like, the coals are done, the cafe is closing, and you're just sitting there holding it forever. So actually, was it last week or a few weeks ago, I took my coworkers out to, do you know that one spot in Glendale
Yeah. G Lounge.
that we go to? But they really enjoyed it. Was their first time. It was very foreign like they were. So okay, two of my coworkers, they're together, they're a couple, they're dating, and I think like he had a perception of what smoking hookah was that wasn't, it was negative, a negative connotation, obviously. You know, anything that regards to smoking is negative. And of course, we don't condone smoking for every day of your life. Let's just say that. You can if you want
Just do
to.
what you love.
Huh?
Do what you love. It doesn't really matter.
Look at you, you're such an instigator. Stop it. But
Less people in the world, more time in amusement parks for me.
oh my God. That is dark, my friend. But I think I changed his mind because he was telling me the next day, like, oh, I had such a idea of what it was, and I actually enjoyed it. Like it wasn't as bad as what I thought.
No, because like I feel like a lot of people associate smoking in general just with cigarettes, and that's just not it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
There's a lot more to smoking culture than just cigarettes. Cigarettes
Oh,
are
yeah.
such a small part of what like the history of smoking is.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, originally it was hookah to start with, right? And you
Yeah.
would have it like in the middle of the desert. You would like, and they still do it. Like you'll put down like pillows and stuff
A
like
rug.
that. Yeah, have tea,
Yeah.
coffee, chill.
Relaxation time.
Yeah, it's just relaxing time. And then you moved from that to like pipes,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
again, I mean, the current flavors, I don't know about the current ones with like that lemon mint and stuff like that, because that might not be the healthiest.
Okay.
But if you were to just smoke tobacco leaves, I don't think you're looking at very long lasting damage if you were
Yeah.
just to do it like once a month or something like that.
No, definitely. And let's just say, like, disclaimer for
Minors.
not for minors. Oh, I mean, I guess for minors as well. But I was gonna say, I was gonna say for our culture, for our people, we obviously are Middle Eastern. I consider Armenian people Middle Eastern, but I know a lot of people in our culture won't, or like they'll say, no, we're European, or that's a whole nother.
I mean,
oh
we're
my,
not we're
controversial.
we're Caucasus people. We're the Caucasians, right?
Yeah. But what I was going to say is that hookah is not something that's specific to our culture. It's just very Middle Eastern, more Arab culture, right? Would you agree?
I think so. Yeah. I mean,
In that-
I don't really know where it started from. So
Yeah,
was it the Persians? I think it was the
I
Persians.
think so. Iran.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely
Nowadays,
just,
Iran. Yeah. But it's just something that, young
no, but you have
people.
it everywhere now. You have it all the way
Oh,
down
yeah.
to like Africa, to like
Yep.
Europe.
Even people in Armenia, in the capital Yerevan, there's a lot of
Oh, there's a lot. I
young
know.
generation.
There's a lot of hookah lounges in Yerevan,
Yeah.
and not all of them are good, but a lot of them are okay.
Hmm.
I like one of them. It's also a jazz club that serves hookah, which is a
Okay.
really fun place. I like going there.
Hmm.
Side note, they have the best ice cream I've ever had.
Okay, you need to. We're exposing this right now. Talk about it. Ice cream and hookah.
Bro, it's the best. It's even better than like tea and hookah, or like if you have tea, ice cream, and hookah. That's just like the perfect combination.
That's so
Especially when you have minty hookah, because like I can't smoke a lot of minty hookah that much. I just
Yeah.
get a headache.
Oh, okay.
The ice cream helps bring it back. Like I feel like it's just the cold
oh,
sweetness of the ice
that's
cream
the thing
contracting with
behind
the
it.
mint.
Okay, because initially, like what I think it was the very first time. I don't know if it was me and you. We went out somewhere in the valley to a hookah lounge or
It was this, yeah, I know which one.
something.
It was in Sino.
And then all I hear is Gop to the waiter. Can I get whatever ice cream? And then I was like, ice cream. It's like, and then first of all, this wasn't your fault, but it was just so funny to add on to like the whole story of it all. The guy brings a goblet, like a big like thing of ice cream, and I'm just like, what is going on? Obviously not your fault. You just asked for ice cream. You didn't say like a huge whatever. But
No, I know. But
It
like
was just
I've been
funny.
there before. I know how much ice cream they bring. But it's really weird. Like hookah spots have the best ice cream you ever have anywhere else.
I think that's a thing. Yeah,
Like they have better ice cream than most like restaurants.
yeah.
It's just
Probably.
it's so random too, because like
What is it? Yeah. What's the like you said, when I think of hookah, I think of tea, coffee, the
Yeah.
chill stuff, whatever.
you know what it is? It's like the more Middle Eastern version of a tea time,
Tea time. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Pretty much.
like an afternoon tea thing where they bring out the briskets and
Yeah,
the
yeah. Which
small desserts.
originated from
Britain.
Indian
Indian?
culture.
Indian
Tea,
culture?
right?
Tea? I mean, maybe like they got it from Indian culture, but I know like the
The concept of tea
British
time, you're saying. Yeah,
propagated it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
like afternoon tea was definitely propagated by the British.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyways, I just thought of I'm trying to think of what else like hookah etiquette. What you should not be doing at a hookah lounge. Okay,
Don't drop
also
the coals on the ground.
literally. So always have one designated person working on the coals. They are the coal station, okay? Because then when everybody wants to get all hands on, it's a whole thing and yeah,
And then if your
too
coals
much.
like get too small, ask for new ones. Don't just keep like trying to
Yeah,
use the same one.
don't make it happen. It's not happening. Oh, it's funny. But also, yeah, I was going off of I took my coworkers out
Oh
and
yeah.
they really enjoyed it. They had a fun time. Yeah, it was interesting. I feel like we're in a bubble, right? Obviously, like we know that what our people know and what's more common and whatever, but outside of that, obviously, it's like people don't really who smokes, who goes to smoke hookah, or like who even thinks of, especially LA. You know, LA is very diverse and
You mean more like health centric?
yeah,
Yeah, LA is very health centric, so I definitely agree with that. Like,
yeah,
not a lot of people would go to smoke hookah because it's just not a thing. Like,
yeah.
it's definitely not something I would think of the first thing to do.
First day, what do you mean, like?
Like, just the first thing to do in a day. Like,
Oh,
because
okay.
LA has so much activities that
Oh
it's
no,
just.
LA, yeah, for sure.
But no, I completely agree. Especially
Yeah,
with like other cultures, you just it's not the first thing you're gonna think of. Like, oh, let's go to a hookah lounge.
definitely. Yeah,
But it is definitely a group activity, and I enjoy it. Even just not like even if you don't participate in like actually smoking, just sitting there and having fun.
yeah, yeah. You know, it's the conversation. At the end of the day, a lot of like what you're doing activity wise, whatever plans, it is the crowd that you're going with, right? Because a lot of times, like you're out with people and you're just like, you
Eh.
know, there isn't much to talk about. I don't know. At least that's happened to me before in the past. But
Sitting around a hookah will definitely reveal
yeah, yeah,
if you guys
yeah.
have anything in common or not.
Okay, for some reason, hookah does okay because you said it gives you a headache sometimes, right?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
just the mint ones. If it's not
oh,
mint, as long as it doesn't have, but mint in general, even like it just makes me feel very lightheaded and gives me a headache.
okay, okay.
It's
So that's specific to yeah.
just mint, like any type of mint.
Okay. I was gonna say usually it does really actually feel relaxing and whatever, but you're talking about like a specific flavor
Yeah,
for
I know.
you, yeah.
Anything that has, as long as it doesn't have mint, it won't affect me that much, and like it doesn't affect me in general. Like it doesn't make me feel relaxed. It does nothing for
Doesn't?
me. It does like absolutely nothing. But if it has mint, I just get a headache.
Yeah.
That and I feel like nauseated a little bit. That's why I just tend to not to smoke a lot of mint hookah.
Okay. Since we're on the topic of smoking, vape pens.
Yeah.
The most cringiest thing that people can do. Going off of the. It's still in like I don't know why I'm so triggered. Honestly, these like tough looking guy, and then they pull out a vape pen, and the way that they take like a puff or whatever, and then quickly put it back in their pocket, like
Yeah,
it's
bro. It's like, why are you hiding it?
what is going on?
Or
Just smoke. It's fine.
like I get if they're used to doing that in school and like hiding it, but if they're walking around in public,
No, dude.
they'll like cover their hands around it and like
Yeah.
try and like and then like they'll like try and blow it out so
It's
nobody
like
notices. It's like, bro,
what?
like
It's a secret society or something. I don't know what is going on.
I don't understand that. It's
No, because you said school, right? That I understand because
yeah,
it's kids trying to be clever and not
no,
get
that I
caught.
understand. But again, like they do the same thing, but on the streets, and it's like, okay, but
Yeah.
like, why? If you're not like, no one's gonna stop you.
Honestly, controversial opinion because I know a lot of people smoke vape, whatever, but cigarettes are better than vape pens, in my opinion. Just smoking the look of it, because right, it's a
Well,
lot of
because like, yeah, well, cigarettes are like more suave.
come on, like you're pulling out a USB stick to like smoke from. What is happening? And then you act like it's like a I don't know what.
And then like the entire I feel like there's just a lot of maintenance to vapes as opposed to cigarettes.
What's the maintenance for vape?
I mean,
Oh,
I'm talking about like I know there's oil you have to put in there, then you have to clean out
Oh.
the cartridges,
Yeah,
right? You
yeah.
have to make make
Charge
sure it's
it.
charged. Like there's
Literally
a
a
lot of
USB.
like processes. Might as well just get a pipe at that point.
Stop. Just smoke a cigar and call it a day.
Or just get a pipe. You're
Or
going
get a
through the
pipe. Yeah.
same hassle, but
Literally.
it looks cooler.
I think, well, obviously it's like a modernized version of what those things are, right?
Yeah,
Wouldn't
but
you agree?
I would say it's like a worse modernization. Like, have you seen Inglorious Bastards?
No.
There's
but
that
I've heard of
scene
it.
where like I forgot what the guy was called, but it's the one who he's the like Jew finder basically.
What?
That's literally his title in the movie. He's like the Nazis call me the Jew finder.
Oh,
Like that's
okay,
his actual
okay.
title. So like he'll go to these French villages and he'll try and find any hidden Jewish people there.
Yeah.
That's why he's called a Jew finder.
Oh my
Because he's
God.
like, oh, I'm basically the German is considered a hawk and the Jewish person is considered a rat. So I'm able to
Jesus
sniff
Christ.
out the rats because I can think like them.
Insane.
So he's having this intimidation contest with this Frenchman. And the
Okay.
Frenchman's like, can I pull out a pipe? He's like, yeah, of course. It's your house by all means.
Yeah.
Smoke. So this guy pulls out a small little pipe and he like starts like loading it up and smokes it.
Okay.
And the German across from him is like, do you mind? I think his name is Han.
Okay.
He's like, do you mind if I smoke? He's like, be my guest. My house is yours. The French person says.
Yeah.
The guy pulls out this giant ass pipe.
Don't tell me it's a hookah.
No. Like it's a giant ass, like no, like a normal like smoking pipe, and he
Okay.
just starts smoking it, and you could see like it's clearly just an intimidation tactic.
There is a lot of that. That's part, like a huge part of the like culture of smoking. Wouldn't you agree? Like the way it looks, the way it presents, and like, oh, it's cool.
It
And,
is.
oh,
It
it's
definitely does.
You know, I genuinely feel like just because I would like to say I'm a pretty strong-willed person. It's not something that I could ever in my life get addicted to. It can be very on and off. Like, you know, whenever I want a cigar or to smoke hookah, whatever.
No, I definitely feel the same way. It has to
Yeah.
be the right atmosphere to smoke.
Exactly.
Because if it's not, it's just not. It's like drinking. Like,
Yeah,
like
definitely.
yeah, when we're at parties and stuff like that, we'll drink, but it's not like we're alcoholics.
No.
Because it's just not like it's just not appetizing. It's not something
Yeah.
I would do every day just for fun or like to relax myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I have other sources. I like doing actual activities for relaxing.
And it's so crazy seeing like the anti-vape campaigns now, because if you remember maybe like what is it 10 15 years ago, the cigarette campaign,
Yeah, anti-cigarette campaigns. Yeah.
insane, like the way that things, you know,
But you know what's weird? When
Progress.
you leave America,
yeah,
like all of that just goes away. People don't really care.
they don't care.
Like go to France, go to like
Oh.
England, go to like anywhere else.
Number
People will
one.
smoke.
Europe, number one. The Balkans, Europe, yep.
Armenia, like
Middle
literally
East,
go
yeah,
anywhere.
mhm.
Iran, like people will just smoke like nobody's business. It doesn't matter. And okay, think
Even
about it.
Asia,
Yeah,
Asia. I
too.
just thought of
All
this.
them.
Yeah.
Everywhere. But okay, going back to the like coolness of
Yeah.
smoking, right? Think
Yeah.
about like James Bond villains. Like all of them smoke. And they all smoke like either cigarettes or cigars. You don't see
Yeah.
anybody pulling out like a vape and be like,
USB. Oh my God, pisses me off.
can you imagine like Bond coming to a
Yeah.
evil mastermind and him pulling out a vape and being like,
USB.
yeah.
Yeah, Bond's gonna think he's trying to hack the computer system of whatever, I don't know what. Not actually like smoke.
But yeah, no, it's definitely like if
That's
you're
a
gonna
good
smoke, at
comparison.
least do it
Yeah.
properly.
Yeah, come on. Just, yeah. Own up to it. It's bad. It's not gonna help you. It's not good for your lungs or your heart. Like,
Yeah, but at the end of the day, people don't really care about what's good for you and don't. So it doesn't matter if you're gonna do it
exactly, yeah.
and you're smoking, regardless of what you're smoking. Just smoke whatever looks cooler. Instead
Yeah. At least be cool is what we're saying.
Yeah. If you're gonna kill yourself, be cool. Like cliff jumping.
Stop. No, we're not cliff jumping. That's not cool. If you want to do it, I mean, I know a lot of people into extreme sports, but
Yeah, but cliff jumping isn't something like cliff jumping and skydiving are like two of
don't
the
you
things I want.
dare normalize cliff jumping. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, those are two of the things I probably won't
The
participate
30 people that listen to our podcast, let's go cliff jumping and then liability. Oh, God.
in. But I wasn't encouraging it.
Oh, that's true, I guess. Just,
I
Yeah.
can. There are really cool places for cliff jumping, and
stop it.
especially those places where it's like you stand backwards and someone's like, "This is Sparta," and like kicks you off, and you just go like flying down.
Oh my
So it just
God.
looks really cool.
Would you actually do that?
Not really, no.
No.
I just don't find it fun.
Okay. But you don't have a fear of.
Heights, no.
Okay.
It's not that I'm afraid of it. It just doesn't look like, because I like fun extreme activities that take a long time to complete.
Okay.
Not something that's going to take maybe like 1
10
second.
Yeah.
Because
10
literally,
seconds.
like your initial fall is like 1 second, and then that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Just
not that
do it
long.
multiple times. What is
Yeah.
the problem here? How many times?
You can, but like it's like after maybe like 2 times, it's just going to be repetitive.
Okay.
Where it's like
Yeah, you're right.
going snowboarding in like really high places. It's going to
Yeah.
take you 30, 40, maybe an hour to get down that mountain.
Right.
Or going snowmobiling, going jet skiing, taking a really fast boat, going car driving on a racetrack.
Yep.
You know, these are things you can like prolong for a long period of time, and they're extreme activities. They're just as dangerous,
Right.
but
right.
like it's not 1 second and that's it.
Yeah. I get that perspective definitely because you want to kind of like enjoy the experience of it all as
Yeah.
well. I think people that just do cliff diving or whatever, those, it's a lot of a confidence thing maybe, like they're trying to
Maybe they're trying to overcome like heights, because that's what
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
that's what a lot of them
prove
do.
something that's been,
Yeah, eating at them.
yeah,
Skydiving, I feel like it's more for the visual experience,
definitely.
'Cause you're just
Skydiving is insane.
gliding down afterwards.
I'm
And
sure,
again, but it's like
yeah.
only what, maybe a minute at most you're falling.
yeah.
Even that seems like a lot. I think it's 30 to 40 seconds you're falling, and then that's it.
Hmm.
The rest of the time you're just gliding down.
Have you ever gone on a helicopter ride?
Not a helicopter right now.
I think it's
Next Vegas trip, we should do that.
stop it. Actually, yeah, people do it in Vegas.
Yeah, for the Grand
It would
Canyon.
be
we can
fun,
do it,
actually.
and like it could take us to the Grand Canyon.
The Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
I thought like over the strip and that's about it.
No, they have ones that do the strip, but then they have ones that take you over the Grand Canyon.
And then they drop you off so then you could cliff dive. Like, where is this going?
No, I mean, if you want to do that, I
that
have
would be
something more
sick.
extreme than cliff diving in the Grand Canyon.
Stop.
Have you? Okay, they have jackasses that you can ride.
What is that?
A jackass, the cross between a donkey and a horse.
Oh. So, like a donkey.
No, a donkey is a separate thing. So you take a donkey and you
Jackass?
take.
Is that where that word comes from?
Yes.
Okay. English is not my first language.
It's
sir.
not mine either. I think it's called a jockey if you want to be like more accurate.
Oh,
but
okay.
like take a horse and a
It's an animal.
yeah, it's an
Okay.
animal. You crossbreed between a horse and a donkey. But
Okay.
basically horses are really bad at going through steep terrain
Okay.
because they don't have a fear factor, so they will jump off.
Oh, shit.
And then donkeys are just really stubborn. So it's really
Oh.
hard to ride them. Also, they're pretty small, so like bigger people can't. But like
Yeah.
a jackass is like is really easy to ride. They're very responsive like horses, but they're also like smart like a
Okay.
donkey. So they won't like go jumping off a cliff.
Yeah.
And they have this thing where they put you on one and you like ride along the cliff section of the Grand Canyon all the way down
That is
and then all the way
a
back up.
nightmare. No. We can't do that.
And it's like literally some of the passages are
That
probably as
is
wide as your
insane.
chair.
What?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah.
Oh my. Nope. Can't do it.
So if you're down, we could do it.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think so. You know what is interesting? When I was a
It'd be a fun
child,
experience though.
it sounds fun. It sounds fun, but when I was a child, I wasn't afraid of heights. And then the older like I got, I don't know why, it's just like a not irrational, because like obviously being a fear of heights is very common. I feel like it's like, I don't know, I'm just very risk averse. That sounds hectic.
But it would be so fun. Like, I mean, I'd be super down to try it.
Yeah, imagine one of our the one that I'm thinking of, that I'm sure you can think of too, doing that.
Oh no, we would have to drag him to it. But I feel like if we all did it, he would be forced to. He would have to come.
He can't just stay back in the helicopter and
No.
over the Grand Canyons. Let's do this helicopter ride over the Grand Canyons, like you said, and then stop somewhere and do the Jackass whatever
Jackass one, I'm so
tour.
down. But it's a 2-hour tour. Like you have to be ready for that.
Is someone guiding you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
You always have a guide. I mean,
God
how are you
bless.
going to figure out the
Because-
trail? Like that, like the car one that we did, the ATV one.
Yeah.
UTV at least. That one makes sense. Why it's not self-guided because
Yeah,
it
yeah.
doesn't need to be.
Well,
But-
yeah, that one was just like free range. It was fun, you know. Wait, you're talking about a mule.
Yes.
Okay.
Mule. Yeah, definitely a mule.
I think Jackass is like not slang. What is it called?
Yeah, the slang, like
Sure.
the derogatory term for.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
well, it's a derogatory name you can call someone, but it's also like the name of a. I think it's called. It's the
Tell
name
me
of-
why when you said Jackass, when we were just talking about this, I thought of kangaroos.
because of Jackass 1 and 2, the movie.
Oh my god, that just like unlocked a memory. I was like, what is he? We're ride a kangaroo on the Grand Canyon?
Can you imagine how fun that would be?
Bad.
Like, okay, there's so many animals we could domesticate.
Stop it.
Like, if we could domesticate them, you know how much more awesome, like, historic battles would be? Imagine if people could ride lions and rhinos into battles.
Did they not?
No, I mean, I know the Persians used war elephants, and so did the Macedonians.
Oh, okay.
Like Alexander the Great's army was made of war elephants, right?
Yeah.
Which are a different breed of elephants than the ones that you're used to, because they're completely different.
Back in the day,
It's like war horses.
Yeah,
You don't really have war horses anymore. Like
No.
horses now don't look anything like war horses.
well, they're a
did.
different breed now. The environment
That
is
and
different.
they breed them for different things. Now they
Yeah.
breed them for speed and show and beauty.
Yeah, exactly.
Not really to wear a full plate of armor and
Yeah.
charge into battle. But
That's
so the thing about like domesticating these animals, right? Like
Yeah.
elephants, even though they had war elephants, most of the time they would actually turn around and charge back at Alexander the Great's
Oh
army.
shit!
So like they wouldn't
So
they're not very effective.
Kind of useless.
But like, can you imagine how cool it would be if they were effective? Or like if you could train lions
yeah.
and like be able to ride lions into battle?
Okay, imagine training a Komodo dragon.
See, like that would
Why?
be really sick. Because it's sick.
It is sick.
And their venoms are like super poisonous.
Yup.
Also, how many things are looking at a Komodo dragon? Because those things are long too.
Yeah.
When they get fully grown, how many of them are looking at it and being like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fight that."
Right.
Or like a boa constrictor, like
Intimidating.
the really big ones, like the 100 anacondas.
Insane.
Anacondas.
Anacondas. That would be crazy. Domesticate a snake. What is this? Like Pokemon? Just like send them, go bite this person. I don't know.
Pikachu.
Pikachu. Yeah.
I mean, it would be really cool. Like, I feel like historic battles would play out so differently if we could actually domesticate these animals.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if our ancestors were able to domesticate the saber tooth.
Domesticate what? Say it again.
The saber tooth,
Oh, saber tooth. Okay.
like their predecessor
yeah,
to like the
yeah,
lions
yeah.
and
With
stuff.
the fangs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Insane.
That'd be so. Or like, if you could, like, you know how we have huskies, right?
Yeah.
What if you could do the same thing with like cheetahs?
That would be crazy.
People
though.
would get around so much faster on like sleds.
Yeah.
Because those things run up to like 75 miles an hour.
Yup. Cheetahs run fast. Insanely fast. That's so random. How did we get to this topic?
Mules and like
Oh,
riding
no, you said jackass, but
Yeah.
a mule, yes.
for the correction. But yeah, I'd be so down to go down that thing. It'd be really fun.
Yeah, we could plan.
There's a lot of things to do. That's what I love. Like I was in Armenia, right?
Yeah.
And as much as I like being in Armenia and Yerevan, there's not a lot of activities to do there.
Well, yeah.
You have what? Hookah lounges, restaurants, and I went to all the
Club.
restaurants, clubs. Like I went to almost all of them, all the nice ones at least.
Yeah.
And then all you're left with, and then like you go to spas and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's like I was looking up stuff to do with my cousins.
Yeah.
And like there's go-karting places, but they're not that good. There's like there's just
Yeah.
stuff, but they're not there yet to be able to like have fun at them because they're just like old equipment, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not like
exactly.
as usable.
It's not as developed. It's kind of that's a whole nother like sadness in my eyes at least, because it shouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying? You could go to any country and then you would mostly trust in whatever that business is of whatever it's like go-karting or whatever it might be. You
Yeah.
wouldn't be fearful to ride something like that or
I'm not fearful. It's more like they're old, and it's like
distrusting. That's what I meant.
it's like I wish you would just update them, because like all the padding is basically
Yeah.
gone. It's like, imagine if you went to Six Flags and you sat on a ride
Yeah.
and the seat is completely destroyed,
Oh
everything's
my
dirty.
God.
You'd be
Stop it.
like, yeah, I mean, it's fun, but like my head hurts now. 'cause,
It's
like, there's no
moving, but
padding.
it's like moving
Yeah.
at another
It's like, okay, great. Like,
fear of death.
oh my God.
On that gleaming note, thank you guys for listening.
Pleasure to have you all here.
This is Gev,
This is Scott.
and we're signing off.
Peace.
Peace.